You guys have to like, comment, and subscribe to this video in the next 5 seconds, or that scary monster under your bed is coming out tonight and getting you. The best loadout in Warzone. What is the best loadout for you to use, and how to make sure you walk out and win every single gunfight? Let's load this. Let's get it rocking and rolling, and I'll go through all the reasons why you should be using this loadout if you guys want to win more games. Let's go. So you've been wondering why you keep getting sniped while running out in the open, or when you're on a rooftop, or basically why these guys always have better guns than you when you're running around and all you're finding is an MP5, or maybe you'll find an M13 or a SCAR on the floor, or you got lucky and you found, you know, an epic or legendary version of it. But why are these guys always doing better than you? One thing a lot of people don't realize, and it's actually something that I was probably a victim to when I first started the game, is not making a loadout. And what you got to do when you first start is you got to get on the home screen, you go to weapons, right? And I didn't realize that there was literally a whole entire section that was called loadouts. And for $6,000 currently, which I believe that will be changed because I think it's way too OP, that for $6,000 you get to resupply your entire team with the highest tier guns in the game. For $6,000 you get a loadout marker from the shop, and with this loadout marker you guys can get whatever custom loadout you want, and that is massive. That is something that a lot of people don't realize is a huge tool when it comes to winning games, and I didn't realize it from the start. I was actually losing a lot of games because of this, where I would get to an end game circle, but I'm running around with, you know, maybe an Eagle's Talon SCAR and an MP5, and if I was lucky I had a frag or a smoke. And a lot of these guys are running, they had these insane M4s, or if they want an AUG because they were a big fan of the AUG because of how fast it is and it's time to kill, and they were shooting me with snipers no matter where I was. I didn't realize that people were putting on the thermals on these snipers, especially the HDR or the AX50, and I was like, man, like these guys just shoot you out of where from anywhere they want, absolutely destroy you. I'll tell you this, it wasn't fun to be honest, and I was very excited when I finally got myself into the loadout screen. I got myself a loadout. So what is realistically the best loadout? And in my opinion, you're running an M4, and these are the attachments I use. You don't have to use these attachments. I'm a big fan of a lot of these attachments. So you have the suppressor, obviously, you know, you want to keep your gun suppressed. Optic is really up to you. I'm a big fan of the hybrid. I like the ability to have a little bit more range, as well as being able to switch to short range right away. It increases your accuracy. It's an easier gun to control once you wear it, or once you put it on. And I've been running the 50 round mag. Actually switching it to 60 now because it's been unlocked. But this is basically my loadout at its current state. With the M4, I personally believe you should be running an M4. Obviously, if you have 60 round mag on it, you have it suppressed, and then you can run whatever scope you want. A lot of people will choose between a decent amount of scopes, and that's really all up to you. You know, whatever you're comfortable with, and it has a massive amount of scopes that you can run. So don't be afraid to try these out if you're more comfortable with it. If you think that, you know, that scope's going to do better for you, run whatever you're going to be most comfortable with, and what you're going to be most comfortable getting kills with. But you're automatically going to be 5 steps ahead of the game once you get a loadout drop and you get this bad boy. And then secondly, you know, you want to have a sniper as your secondary. I'm a huge fan of the HDR. Some of the clips that you guys have seen me hit on stream, I'll be sniping kids out in the open when they're running, and it's not fair for them. And then you hear the proxy chat of them yelling, "Where was he? How could he do this to me? This isn't fair." But actually, this is one question where I'd have to ask the professionals on the suppressors, but I want to say it's the mono suppressor. that is the best suppressor when it comes to the sound. So this is the one question where I'm gonna actually have someone in the comments give me 100% the answer to this, but I believe it's the mono suppressor. It's the best suppressor. Optic, you have to put a thermal on this. This is like a must. This isn't a question asked. We're not having a conversation. You are putting a suppressor on this gun. I mean, thermal on this gun. This is a must. You're not putting anything else but a thermal on this gun. When you have the thermal and you're shooting people, when you see their bodies in the dark, it is amazing. It is super easy to use, and you're gonna love it. And don't forget to put cold-blooded on for your perks and overkill, so obviously you can run 2 weapons. Cold-blooded is a must. You don't get seen with the thermal optics and the AI targeting systems, and you don't trigger the high alert warning, which it doesn't matter when you're running out in the open and you're not a big white yellow dot. That is a massive advantage that you're going to want to use, and that is a massive advantage for you. So actually I am switching a tactical. So here's the one thing. If you are one of those people that likes to run out in the open at end game, I like to say that smoke grenades are probably your advantage, but I'm actually switching today to a heartbeat sensor. I just find it so much more valuable, especially endgame rotates, to know when people are in houses or not, especially when you don't have UAVs, and just to have a general idea if you're camping endgame, you're prone out in the open, and you just want to know where people are coming from and where they might be. So I'm a big fan of the heartbeat sensor. I think it's definitely a massive advantage for you. And the lethal's up to you. Some people like the Semtex, some people like frags, some people like putting claymores down, C4. That's all up to you. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys actually put together a loadout like this so you guys can, get yourself ahead of the game. I personally believe that a few changes are going to be made. I do not think they'll be keeping thermals in Warzone, as I think that they are a little bit too OP, as well as I think that they will probably up the price of loadout markers. But no matter what, loadouts they're so overpowered and overvaluable in this game that you should be using them 1000%. And I highly recommend you set up your best loadout. And this is it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. If you guys have not liked the video, leave a like and give me a comment on any questions I might have asked. With that being said, I love you guys. Peace.